Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the Supreme Court might be the undoing of Kamala Harris. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. But I need you to do it on YouTube absolutely for free. So if you look in the lower right-hand corner, youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica, type that into your browser. Hit the subscribe button for free. It really helps us keep bringing traditional conservative American values to the people. So, guys, this Supreme Court thing that Biden announced, it's dead on arrival. None of it's going to happen. And I mean none of it's going to happen. Because of that, the next step is to say, well, we're going to pack the court. Now, that is something Biden and Harris can do. So why will this be the undoing of Kamala Harris? Why will this affect her in the election? Because you got to get your base energized as Republicans. And the fact that these people might trample on our institutions of the Supreme Court, you know, an institution that we need to be respected, that's dangerous. And what happened was when Joe Biden made this announcement of the changes he wants to the court, Vice President Kamala Harris sent a memo, a press release, and co-signed on every single aspect of it. And I tell you today, that socialist, that communist, she will stop at nothing to be an authoritarian dictator. She will pack the court. I firmly believe it. I don't care what she says. She's changing all her positions now. Suddenly, she's not anti-fracking. Suddenly, she supports the police. Suddenly, everything she said for her entire career has suddenly changed overnight. A wolf in sheep's clothing, a charlatan, a snake oil salesman. She's a liar, and she'll lie about anything to get power. Now, if full federal government control of your entire life is something you want, then you should vote for Kamala Harris. That's your choice. It's your choice as an American. If you want the hand of the government to guide you and hold you from birth till death, then you do that. But for those of us who value freedom, she's a nightmare. And what I believe she will do to the Supreme Court should be her undoing if we get the word to the people. That's why I always ask you guys to share these videos from our YouTube page, because it's important that people who disagree with us too at least see the truth. If they don't believe it and they don't want to do research to find out that what I'm saying is actually true, then that's up to them. You can't make somebody, you know, see the truth. But you can present it to them. And that's what we do. Watch this video and then let me know what you think in the comments.
And both campaigns holding dueling events in Nevada. Recent polls show the race tightening, with Harris beginning to close the gap with Trump as her favorability rises, and the race enters a high-drama home stretch.
In a major policy shift, President Biden endorsed a proposal to implement significant changes to the Supreme Court. Biden laid out the plans at a ceremony celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Civil Rights Act in Texas yesterday. He blasted the High Court for several recent controversial rulings. He says they attack liberties and undermine American confidence. Biden is calling on lawmakers to establish an 18-year term limit and a code of ethics for the Supreme Court, as well as a constitutional amendment to limit presidential immunity.
No one is above the law. And for all practical purposes, the court's decision almost certainly means that the president can violate their oath, flout our laws, and face no consequences.
Vice President Harris, the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, endorsed the proposals, saying they'll help restore confidence in the court, strengthen democracy, and ensure no one is above the law. Former President Trump has blasted court reform as a desperate Democratic power grab. These measures likely won't go anywhere in the lead up to the November election. The two legislative proposals would require 60 votes in the Senate, and the Republican House Speaker said the bills would be dead on arrival. A constitutional amendment requires a supermajority vote in both chambers. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. We had a little bit of a cooler day yesterday, and I'm hoping